Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Moviemaker magazine. My name is Danny De Lillo and we're here at the Cambridge Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood. And I'm here with Roderick Stanley with his movie, Joburg Party. Let's take a look at a clip.
The Joburg scene right now is epic. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know where to start, you know?
Since a way back, they've been trying to silence us. They even tried silences. Rubber bullets. Check.
So Roderick, it's amazing to have you here in the studio.
Great, thank you.
Tell us a brief synopsis of your film.
It is a short documentary in Johannesburg, South Africa, shot over 2 days and 2 nights, in which we travelled to rooftop parties, poolside jams, street fashion shoots, and meet some of the young musicians and artists who are trying to take the South African scene global.
Wow, I mean, it's interesting because, like, you know, it sounds like you had quite a ball. Well, it was a party for you guys, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, we very much got involved with it. It is almost a diary of 48 hours of us partying across Johannesburg.
Wow.
It does what it says on the tin, so to speak.
That's amazing. So what was it like to, you know, direct a documentary, you know, sort of highlighting the amazing talent that there are in Johannesburg?
I mean, I found the whole experience, incredibly inspiring. I found Johannesburg itself very inspiring, like I mentioned. It really was just, I felt that this story was there, almost just wanting to tell itself to a certain degree, and we went and found as many people as we could, and we went to as many events as we could invite ourselves along to, and video shoots at pool parties.
People quite willing as well, because you had quite a lot of interesting characters as well.
Yeah, I mean, people were thrilled, really, and I think you can see in the film that the enthusiasm and the energy that comes through on everyone that took part is palpable, and really
it's a real buzz it's a real buzz with energy, isn't there, of the people that we saw in the movie?
Yeah, and that buzz was what inspired us to make it, because there's definitely a sense of a new generation of creative, particularly globally connected, and as several of the people in the film make the point, the internet has connected these kind of pockets of creativity and art and DIY zine making, music, to all corners of the world, far more easily, but than perhaps the generation before it.
One thing we noticed from last night, from the feedback from our audience, was just a wonderful screening, was that it made everybody want to go to Johannesburg, and also,
which is not normally on the top of everyone's tourism list. Yeah.
I felt the same thing. I was like, I need to book my flight to South Africa. Like, it was just a really good thing.
Great.
Which is great.
People should go.
People should go. But it was great that you also highlighted like the music scene down there. Do you think it gets enough coverage?
I think there's a tendency in media, Western media particularly, to kind of focus on stories about violence, crime, poverty, in Johannesburg, and in a wider sense in South Africa, and across the continent of Africa. And I think there's not enough stories told about young people, the creativity. Even this film came in for a bit of a criticism for like ignoring some of those issues, and I mean, a fair opinion perhaps, but it wasn't that story. I felt that this was telling a story of kind of the creativity and the energy of young people that live in this city. So yes.
Well, aside from all the amazing parties you must have gone to and all the fun as well, what was your biggest challenge making this documentary?
I mean, following on from what I was saying, I think the biggest challenge is Johannesburg is an inspiring, exciting, creative city full of a lot of very cool individuals, but it is also, it can be dangerous, and it can be violent. You have to keep your wits about you, and we were shooting on the streets in downtown and in Joburg Party, and everyone there was fantastic and super friendly. But it's, some of these places you don't want to be walking around with like a camera, after dark particularly. So we kind of have to, just make sure we're aware of where we were and when it was time to leave, and just kind of using smarts, and Chris particularly, who grew up in Johannesburg, is very aware of all of this. So I guess that, not a challenge, but something we definitely had to kind of keep in the back of our mind, especially considering we were traveling all over the city and going to parties and left, right and centre.
But what is it like to have your film officially selected by New Filmmakers Los Angeles?
I mean, we're delighted, we're thrilled. The feedback last night at the screening, people coming up and saying that they'd really enjoyed it, was fantastic.
You will really enjoy it if you haven't seen it. You will.
Thank you. And like I said, and I think the most important thing is I think it's really inspired both of us, to kind of to look at this piece of work again and kind of see where we can go with it, whether that is kind of taking this piece of work to the next level, or using this as a boost to kind of go on and onto the next project. Mm-hmm. And I think one of two of those things I think will definitely happen now as a result of being featured.
Oh, that's really good. So so your next project is going to be?
I don't know. I think it would be great to see this perhaps be part of a series. I mean, that's something we've thought about and talked about a little bit in the past. And traveling to different countries in Africa, there's there's a lot of amazing music and creativity that I think is underexposed, and trying to tell some of those stories. But obviously there's travel costs that are involved and all the rest of it. So, but I'd love to take this and turn it into a series. That would be great.
Well, I think that'd be fantastic, and we would love New Filmmakers to see much more of your work as well. You did it was really amazing to educate us about somewhere that maybe we're not also familiar with, and the music scene. Mm-hmm. What do you kind of hope that your audience would get from your film?
I hope that it kind of challenges some preconceptions, and I think people might have some ideas of what Johannesburg is like as a place, and I hope it makes people think again and kind of get a taste. I mean, that's what we call it really, as a snapshot. It's it really is just those 2 days and nights, and I hope it gives a hint to kind of the many exciting and diverse subcultures and musicians and creative people and artists all around the city and the country. I think if we can give a hint of that, then that's great.
Well, we loved it, and we all want to watch Roderick's movies. He's going to have many more that's going to be coming out, and not only that, it will make you want to go to Johannesburg, trust me. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Great. Thank you very much. Thanks.